All right, so for the third year, we are at the Peak Streetcar Shootout, presented by Sick the Mag. We are at Route 66 in Joliet, Illinois. Iconic drag strip that actually only runs this one time every year, at least for the last 3 years. So we've got 8 drag and drive cars here with us. Today's Friday. We got 2 test hits today on Friday. We get 1 test hit tomorrow, Saturday. Then we go into our eliminations tomorrow afternoon, and then we get 2 eliminations on Sunday. So basically we get two runs at the track every day. And it's just a great time. It's cool to come out here. I mean, literally nitro pits are right there. So we're right by the nitro cars. We're immersed in the NHRA experience here. Just a great time.
Bryant Goldstone, Osceola, Indiana. Longtime drag and drive guy if you don't know me. I'm here with my 73 AMC Javelin powered by Ultratech engines 556 that won drag week last year. This is the old engine. I put a hole in the head and repaired it and fixed it, and it's back to good again, I hope. Got a Rosser transmission, gear vendors overdrive. Try to think of all the other stuff that's in here. Brian Robbins is usually my tuner. This time my old tuner Brent Baker will be here to help me because Brian's in a tornado in Michigan. I guess they just got canceled, so if he's watching, he should get his ass here. So he's not doing anything else. Either that or work on my engine that you got there. So we're here to take out Tom in the first round because that's what we've done the last 2 years. He might have his shit stepped up to where he can at least run with us this time. We're hoping, because it's embarrassing what we've done to him the last couple times. Last time you saw this car was at Sick Week, where we didn't have much luck. I mean, we got behind on the first day because, just like Tom when he bailed out, I had I made it to at least day 4, I believe, before I broke a rod. Right putting it up in the chip on the line, broke a rod. Block's savable, but won't ever be back in this car. And because Dart doesn't answer the phone or return anyone's calls or ever get you any parts, I'm probably gonna have to get a Brodix block and get on the move. But yeah, we didn't have no success there, but we won drag week with this motor in it the time before. Car's been 640. I'm not sure what this track has and what we got, but if we get a few good hits, we're actually skipping on the Hoosier tires this time. We're going to try out a Mickey Thompson tire that I've had mounted up for over a year and really wanted to test them, so we're going to make 1 hit with them, see what it does, and then we know what to do with the Hoosiers, so we'll put those back on if we have to and try to get down the track with those, which I'm pretty sure I'll just go right down with those. And we'll put in a safe 640 something tune and just try to go down and work from there. And as I go to every race, I always try to go faster than I did the time before. So we're going to be giving it what it's got, what the track has for us.
Hey, I'm Dave Schroeder. I'm from Toronto. We got a 19 Jerry Bickle Corvette here with a 872 Rare Morrison motor. We got a Rosler and a gear vendors, of course, behind it. We got all Isky valve train. We got Delta Pag fans for running this thing cool. We had a fun little drive yesterday, and hopefully we can make a decent pass today. The Sick Week didn't go quite like we had hoped. We're still kind of struggling with how to get down some of those really tight tracks. We're usually not used to such good tracks where you really got to turn all the power on real fast there. We finished the week. We were the 3rd fastest car that finished the week, so we were happy about that, and we won't talk about the average. And then we tested a couple days ago at 131. That was all we had done since Sick Week, and we did a personal best 60 foot, a 980, and we matched our best 330 and at a 270, and that's still really safe tune-up still. So we'll hopefully do some more personal bests here this weekend. This is such a fun race and such a fun group of people, and you feel a little bit bad about beating some of these guys. Wouldn't feel bad about beating Tom, but we're what are we? We're probably the 2nd quickest car here, so it'd be fun to make it to the finals and see what happens there. But it's just a nice casual weekend without 1,000 miles of driving. So.
At Ensor, Sheridan, Illinois, 85 Fox body Mustang, naturally aspirated. I think might be the only NA car out here. It's a big block Chevy, 632 inches. Stock suspended, stock frame rails in the front, stock suspension in the rear. Call it what you want. It's a lightweight 6.0 cert street car, but meets the rules. It's Fox body. They just seem to work on anywhere you put them. So stock suspended, you don't have to have anything fancy. Good set of shocks on it that's done by Ensor, and it just seems like it works. And last time was down there at Sick Week. You guys saw it, and then we came back from Sick Week and went back over to Martin, Michigan a couple times, put some more passes on it. Went 7.000 with a 2. So we're still on that struggle bus, if that's what you want to call it. But in these conditions, I'm looking for the car maybe to, if it runs 20s, whatever it runs, I guess. But so we just freshened up the motor. I just, after, Sick Week and then putting another 20 runs on it over at Martin. Jimmy just took the motor out. Last week I took the motor out. He freshened it up, and yesterday we broke it in. So I think nice, easy 40 miles and seemed to drive real good, 96 degrees, and the car ran 180, 185, so it seemed to be pretty good. So change the oil in it today and see if it will go down the racetrack. But at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter. I mean, to be here with the Peak, sponsor deal, Alex Taylor putting this deal on, first class deal, just happy to be invited, happy to be here representing, my people that have helped me. This is local here for me in Illinois, so this is real big for all my supporters, and just happy to be part of it. If the car goes down the racetrack, at least I know we're in the house at least, right? We might not be the fastest, but for an NA street car, I guess, how much more could you ask for?
I'm Tom McGilton. Got the Wynot Camaro. I'm out of Kansas City, Missouri, and vehicles. We bought it brand new back in 2013. We put a big block Chevy into it, twin 88s. Got a Rossler transmission in behind it. Got a gear vendor in it. Got a Mark Williams Pro segment rear end up underneath of it. We're right now pushing right around 3,200 at the hubs and right around 3,600 at the crank. So best times that we've went with it so far is a 707 at 205 with a 7. So I consider this to be one of the only 7-second street car because the full interior, the original interior is in it, seats, electric windows, door locks, the alarm, got heads up display, backup camera, everything from the factory is working onto it except remote start and cruise control. Went down to Sick Week and we lost oil pressure, and as an idiot, you only had one more day, so, and I knew the oil pressure was down low, 20 pounds, and we made the mistake of trying to make the last day and I blew 2 rods. So it's all those miles you drive onto it. We were breaking valve springs. I replaced the valve spring onto it, and I thought, we'll give it one more shot, and that one more shot just didn't do it. But that's what we do out here. We try to make it happen. So I think we'll do good. This is a fresh motor. We've got everything's freshened up into it, so it ought to perform good. I expect getting down the track. So, and I think the NHRA is going to have a good track set up for us.
America's fastest street cars are coming to Beach Bend Raceway Park for Sick on the Green, May 29th to 31st. 2 days of dragging, driving, and wheel-standing action at Kentucky's sickest drag strip. See classes like Little Gangstas, Small Tire Pro Stock, Coyote Stock, Street Race 860, Stick Shift, and many more, all racing for thousands of dollars in prize money. Visit sickthemagazine.com for details. Spectator tickets are on sale now. Kids 12 and under get in for free. Start your street car summer with excitement. Sick on the Green, May 29th to 31st.
Alex Taylor, and this is my 1955 Chevy. So we are here for the Peak Streetcar Shootout presented by Sick the Mag. We've been coming here for the last 3 years in partnership with Peak, and this year, same car, 55 Chevy. Our one rule that you have to have for cars to compete is it has to have been on a drag and drive and had to have completed a drag and drive, and this car has done that quite a few times. It's getting ready for Sick Summer coming up soon. But everything is pretty much the same as what it was at Sick Week. The only thing different is Dad just put a Peterson dry sump oil system on it. So we've been running just a wet sump standard oil system this whole time, which we're just at the point that it was time to do that. So theoretically, everything should be the same as it was at Sick Week, and the car was performing pretty well there. So yeah, we're gonna see how it does. It's been a good time planning it, and we've got a good car, so I'm excited about it. And I got a new suit. I'm new suit goofing, okay? And it's cool. I'm excited. So.
My name is Nick Taylor, aka Nicky Bobby. From Indianapolis, but now I live in Arkansas, Boonville. I own Nicky Bobby Inc. And I got Uncle Sam here. He has just undergone a recent surgery from self-inflicted wounds because I left my lug nuts loose on Sick Week and basically put it in a ditch going about 65 with the trailer attached, and it ripped the whole back quarter panel off, broke the back window, sent my axle flying down the highway, bent my brake rotor, broke my studs, all kinds of stuff. So we did a crazy amount of work to it the last month, just body work, cutting it apart, putting a new quarter on. We had to make our own studs because they don't sell the studs that my floater housing uses because it's the oldest floater housing known to man, apparently. So Dennis machined me some new studs. Then we had, they don't sell brake rotors for it either, so we had to put the rotor in the lathe and turn it down till it was straight, so that was a little sketchy, but yeah, we're here to see if I could hopefully make it through the weekend and maybe go another 6-second pass and maybe get my my first 200 mile an hour.
Craig Groebner, 71 Nova, twin turbo, big block. We came here to Route 66 to completely dominate, thrash Nick Taylor. And that is the only thing we need to do. That's the only plan. So he's gonna need like a little whistle for when he's done with this shit. So we're hoping to run, I don't know, a 6 something and hope for the best. We haven't had the car out since Sick Week. And Sick Week was, I don't know, back and forth. We had tested a lot of different stuff, and I don't know, we redid the turbos, redid transmission, and put new valves in it and stuff, so should be ready.
2.0, Rockingham first round of eliminations against the Pro Mod, and I'll still go back and say I'd have beat him. I treat him, and my car was going to run faster, but we broke the rear gear. So when we broke the rear gear under load, like that's bad. So the whole, if you've seen the pictures or what we did, like there was some stuff where we showed you that rear end, I mean, completely tore apart. But thanks to Strange for getting us another rear end built. They actually sent us, we actually have a 389 and we have a 410 that we want to try for some down low stuff because whatever, Greg thinks that it's going to be better, but Greg's getting teeth taken out or something, so he's not here. So Aiden and I are the tuners. So therefore we want to go with exactly what we had at Rockingham. So it's got the 389. Now when it broke the 389, or when it broke the rear gear, usually the next thing to break is the transmission. So because it unloads, I mean, literally you got, I mean, we were 30 plus pounds of boost. When everything broke, free rev the engine up. So Aiden got the pan off, checked the torque, made sure all the rod bolts were still torqued. So that's all good. Valve lash all good. Everything looks good valve train wise. So I think we're all good there. Now, precautionary, we sent the transmission back to Rosler so that they could go over it because, like I said, that's usually the next thing to break. Well, it had broke the intermediate shaft. So literally he said, you could have drove all day in first gear, but you didn't have second gear and you didn't have reverse, I think, or maybe it was I didn't have high gear in reverse. But so that was broke. They did some upgrades to it, some their new Billy Moore badass stuff or whatever that they have to it. But I mean, totally it wasn't the transmission's fault that it broke. It was the rear gear breaking. So that is all in there. We got the trans back. That's in there. All good to go. It is hopefully, we just put it up on the 2-step, getting ready for our first test pass that we get out there. Track condition's going to be way different. So we're going to have to try and make a judgment call on that because this is not going to be Rockingham. It's also going to be 90 degrees today. We were like 500 DA or even negative 500 DA down at Rockingham. I think we're like 2,000 above right now. So we'll see what happens with it. But We're hoping for a repeat performance of what we did in Rockingham and see how that all works out. So we're going to get this thing ready to go and head up to the lines soon. There you go, first hit. That's the hit that went 386 at Rockingham, but Aiden raised the tire pressure a little bit because we figured the line would be loose, so to try and get a little more tire grip with it off the line, because definitely you're talking two different preps here. But Aiden said it seems like it didn't get enough wheel speed, so we gotta maybe lower tire pressure, but we gotta look at data, see what happened, and see if we gotta move power out of it. So, but
I was 100% sure it hit a boost cut, but it didn't hit a boost cut, and it did the exact same thing it did last year when I was here, and it just pretty much just flatlines in RPM. I have no idea. There's a curse of this track. But my wheel didn't fall off. I didn't blow up. I didn't put any fluid down, so that's a win. Now all I gotta do is fix race car issues and not major issues. So just a little bit of tuning will be all right.
It was a good 60 foot for us. It was a 114.60, 295, 330, and so like that's all on track to be like low 670 pass. I got to the top end. I thought I hit a boot, like maybe a rev limiter, a boost safety, something. Car was on a pass, and then all of a sudden it just kind of went bleh. But nothing felt wrong. It's just like I didn't have any boost, didn't have power. Came back, looked at a data log, and all it was Dad was just doing some work to the 55, just converted it over to a Peterson dry sump system, and all the clamps were tight on all of our boots and everything, but a tight clamp worked its way off of the boot, and it just blew all the boost by probably, I don't know, a little past the 8th. So I coasted that through at like 150 mile an hour, still a 718, so I'm happy with that. Our new oil system is good, so that's always an unknown when you change something like that, but that was good. So I'm putting the exact same tune back in it and gonna go try it again.
It felt good. I mean, got out there a little bit, shook the tires real hard. I got out of it, got back into it, and felt good. So yeah, went straight, and that's all we're asking for.
The rods are still in it.
Yeah, the rods are still in it this time. And I still got oil pressure. But no, I'm having a good time. So couldn't ask for it. I think I only went a 750, won with it, but won 198. So if I wouldn't have backpedaled, it would have been better. But you know, hey, we're just checking her out today and give her hell the next one, and then tomorrow we'll have it tuned in. So the track's good. The track's real good.
Sucked. That's it.
The brake instead of the gas.
Yeah. It beat Dave though, so that's all that really matters. Does it matter what it ran? It was in front of the Corvette. That's all that fucking matters. Dave sucked worse than I sucked, so.
It was not what we were hoping for. It was a 103.60, so it was a little slow. We actually had our wheel speed was down from where we wanted it to be. And I think our wheelie bar was a little bit off. We had a little bit of steer in the wheelie bar, and it steered the car a little bit left. And then I think the fifth kit is finally what pissed it off. And while it was steering left, the fifth kit threw a bunch more power at it, a little too far out. So we're gonna we're going to bring the 4th and the 5th kits in to bring more power on earlier and hopefully keep that wheel round and happy.
Seem to be fine for, you know, conservative tune-up. It's warm. Obviously it's warm. Bad air. So yeah, I figured that's about what it would run. And I had the street rockers on because there's no sense of taxing this thing for, obviously these guys are a lot faster than what I am. So I might as well just save what I have and not use everything up. And maybe tomorrow if the weather changes, we'll switch over to rocker arms and see if it'll run somewhere in the teens in this. Yeah, I think we're at 2,900 feet of air, so we ain't gonna set no woods afire at 2,900 feet, but it still went down the track. It probably, you know, consistency is the key. It's not one run; it's all of them put together. So we'll see what happens the next round. And the main thing is we just need the weather to come to us. The weather comes to us, you know, we'll go faster. But in this heat, and it is what it is, you know. Or just put a little nitrous, and maybe we can find a little something. We'll see what happens.
It's pretty eager out there.
Yeah, it was sketchy, man. So everything was screwed up, you know, with my help getting here late. We get up there, I don't have radios. Brent runs back and grabs the radios, but I got 4 radios. He grabs the 2 older radios. Only to find out that the antenna cord got ripped out of the car antenna. So we had no radios, which that's all right, whatever. We've done it without radios before. Then the spooling was acting up, so I told Ed we might have a problem, so he gave me a little bit of time, so that was cool. Or NHRA did, I don't know. I just told him not to go in all the way until I was in because I was having issues. So get up there and then it leaves. All right, well, I'm trying out these new tires and I don't know what they like yet, but they don't like this. I bumped in too far. Get to the end, it's like a total botch, except it went all right. I mean, it was 3/10 off what I wanted, but I bet if I look at the data, I was probably off the throttle 3 times because I kept going closer and closer to the line. So then I get down there, I go to throw the chute, and it's locked up. I think the air cylinder is jammed. So I'm like, now I gotta get on the brakes pretty hard. Yeah, so whatever. I'm glad I wasn't at some whole, you know, piddly little track. This track has enough shutdown where it was all right. I was wondering, but I knew I could make the stop. Sketch, and I tell you, man, not the way you want your first run to go. I already got nerves, and then after, you know, blowing up the engine in the beams last time I was out, and then you're not worried, just totally worried about everything, man. It's like,
Okay, well you got that out of the way.
Got that out of the way. Now it's time to go fast. Now Brent, we'll go up there with radios. Well, you know, I'll be cooler, calmer. It'll be all good, man.
So there's my hero right there. I got his rookie card.
The rookie card.
The rookie card.
That's the oldest freaking rookie you ever seen.
Oh, how'd you run earlier?
We were close, but no, we were off. That track's just, it's not what we want.
4 nitro cars made it out.
So did you guys?
We're number 2.
Oh, nice.
I'm trying to think how long it's been. I've been excited to go 386. 386 is number 2 qualifier.
Dang, and that's how bad it is?
Yeah. 877 60 foot, which is slug in this thing.
Right.
877 60 foot, but it worked. There's, I think, 18 top fuel cars, 18 funny cars. 4 cars total made.
Oh, between funny car and
4.
Nitro. So, well, congratulations.
Yeah.
So that's a win on its
Yeah,
own, right?
exactly.
Well, your win is your number 2 qualifier now, just because.
But it's all out the window because it's going to be, 30 degrees colder tomorrow?
Yeah, that's what they're saying, mid-60s. So
Yeah. Yeah, this don't mean anything.
What's cool is there is only 8 cars on the property that could actually drive to Michigan, and we're one of those 8 cars. So with the streetcar shootout and Peak's awesome. They're the title sponsor of this event for NHRA. So then they bring us in because Peak's a sponsor of ours for the magazine, as well as like Alex Taylor personally and a bunch of other people. So we actually get to make runs here. We don't necessarily get pushed. A lot of events we've done in the past, we may end up getting pushed out that we don't get to make our run. But we got one hit in this morning. That was at 11 a.m. And the next hit was supposed to be at 2:30. It's now a little after 5. They keep pushing it back because they've had issues with delays and stuff like that. I mean, it's a race. So it is windy as crazy. It's windy as heck today. So like literally everything is blowing away. But hopefully we get this other pass in tonight. And yesterday we actually went out and did the street cruise. So Alex laid out a route for us. It was roughly about 45 miles. And any car to be here, like in our 8-car shootout, has to have already completed a drag and drive. So that basically is like a stipulation to make sure it truly is a car that is in our drag and drive theme that can do these type of events. But yesterday she laid out a cool route for us. We went along Route 66, which is always awesome. You know what? Let's take you through that drive and everything that we did yesterday. And you can see that stuff yesterday. And then hopefully I'm going to show you the other pass that we make today.
All right, so this year, thank you guys for coming. Fun through the Peak Streetcar Shootout again. This time we're just doing a fairly simple drive because all around us is really bad construction. So we're gonna go south towards Wilmington. That's correct. Yep. South towards Wilmington. We're gonna stop at the Gemini Giant, which is famous around here. We're gonna go down to the Polka Dot Diner, grab food, and then come back up. It should be a fairly nice, easy, fun drive.
We are getting ready to head out. Just had a driver's meeting, so we're doing a 40-mile drive. So we got the 8 cars, cruising some checkpoints or whatever, kind of like a mini drag and drive. So actually kind of like we did at Rockingham and like we'll do at Bowling Green. So we got these cool like Peak Shootout trading cards. Nick, me, Bryant, Grubby, Fast Eddie, Alex, Tom McGilton, and Schroeder. Made it to Wilmington on Route 66, Wilmington, Illinois. The Gemini Man. I think they're like, he's supposed to be holding a muffler though, not the blimp.
Seems to be pretty good. I know a little warm, but I mean, engine's running good. 180, 185 degrees, but for 90 degrees outside, I think it's pretty good. Nice smooth road, nice easy ride. Go do some more and go back and race it. See what we got.
Peanut butter cup. Okay. You're gonna do a strawberry shake. All right, we're at the Polka Dot Drive-In. Pretty cool little spot. I could tell you if the food was good or not, but I can't eat because Ricky's got the camera in my face as soon as we get it.
Let's go live.
You guys don't have any extra tickets, do you? No. 2 tickets? Good stuff.
We just completed our drive for our Peak Streetcar Shootout. We are at Polka Dot Diner. It's been in operation since 1956, and we are rolling back to the track, and we get to hang out and not hurry and not go anywhere. It's a wild concept we don't do on track and drive often.
He doesn't have a reputation, does he?
Well,
I mean, I was warned about it earlier, so. So, we're on the same page here?
What's that? Yeah,
What are we
we're
doing?
gonna run. We're running.
so right now we have a constant steady wind of 35 mile an hour with gusts above that. You come past the bleachers, it's a gust no matter what. But you have pro cars, you have top fuel funny car running 1,000 foot. Well, they're a little bit different than all of our cars. They have something to gain. All of our guys are saying they're going to either run 330 or 8th mile. In my opinion, I think it looks very lame to run an 8th mile pass when we're just here to put on a show for exhibition. So it's like I don't feel comfortable running a quarter right now, but I don't want to look like the big old babies. And I know they need time to make up. So we're trying to make the call of is it worth it or is it not, you know? Which
It's totally worth it.
just know if we run, we look like big old babies because we just watched pro cars run and we're here as an exhibition running like sissy street cars.
They votes a yes. So they said Nitro Harleys now aren't going to run, so we're right after Top Fuel. So they said to get ready to roll up there. Not to roll up there yet, but they're going to come tell us to roll up there. So we should be rolling up there shortly and hey, get a hit in. I mean, to me, I want data. I mean, and that's the thing. Like, these are test passes. We got 2 test hits today. We get 1 test hit tomorrow. So like, I don't want to give up a test hit. I want to make the test hit, and if it goes 330, I mean, maybe I'll go closer to the 8th and just see. But I mean, if I can make that first 330, then usually it's going to be good to go, and that's what we're looking at. And I know that tomorrow it's going to be a whole new track and everything, but the fact that we weren't able to leave and we made changes to then be able to leave, I mean, want to see the results of that, and I don't need the back half for that. So Alex, I guess I'll say a valid concern is that live streaming on Fox 2 or whatever it is, that they'll replay some of this stuff with the Nitro with our stuff, but like, people are, I mean, smart people are going to look at the incrementals and they're going to say, hey, here's what it's 60. Here's what it was to the 330. So like, and hey, you can do simple math and say that's where it was, and didn't run it out the back because of the crosswind. I mean, I feel like that's a valid argument. I don't think that's us not putting on a good show. I think us not doing anything is not doing any show. Like, let's go up there and show where we can launch at. And hey, if I get a good launch, overlay my 330 to the Pro Mod guys. Like, let's see where I would stack up with those guys. So, I mean, that's what it's about. So, get hits, get up there, and get it done. And whether you can go all the way down the track or you can't go all the way down the track, I mean, that's is what it is. So, let's rock and roll. So
2 minutes later, what's going on?
Yeah, so maybe it's because I started to put my pants on. Okay, so here's the bummer of sometimes when you come to the races like this is we got our first run, they moved stuff in. We ran at 11:30 and we were gonna run again at 2:30. It's 5:45, so 2:30 turned into 3:30, turned into 4:30, and I get the whole program thing and everything, but I mean, it's 5:45, and then they just said, hey, like, well, everything was yes. I started getting my pants on, all was good, and then all of a sudden, no, you're done. Put your shit away. Well, shit, we could have had a nice lunch. Like, I mean, could have been all kinds of stuff happening if you just would have told us. But I get unpredictable weather conditions. I get that it's windy, but I promised not to go past the 330 if that is what it takes for me to get to go make a pass. But like, what we put in there, now we don't know. And tomorrow it's got to be totally different, but then we just get one shot at it, and then we got to go up there and make another hit. And it's like, I don't want to play it safe. Like, the idea was I want to go make passes like with that first pass and then with this pass, and then I get a pass tomorrow to sort out the short time so I don't have to back it off and go for the W. Like, I mean, there's a choice of going to set the world on fire and going for the W. Testing was my chance to get ready to try and set the world on fire and do cool shit. Now I got one pass tomorrow to play it safe, to make sure I can get a clean pass down, even if it's slower than I would like, so that I can be ready for the competition. I mean, it's not how I want to play. I want to go fast. Like, dust storm. It's like everything's going to be sandblasted. Look at my beard. Yeah, I can feel it. Like, I can feel the sand hitting now. Dirt. Dang.
Well, we were getting alerts on our phones about it.
Yeah, well, we get alerts on our phone all the time. Like, look, there's the sun up there. Look how much it's covering the sun.